will move on to our Rec and Ed end of year update. Dr. Swift?
Thank you, Madam President and trustees. The saying is it's always summer at Rec and Ed, and that is because they're either in the middle of summer or they're planning for or reflecting on summer. And so I asked Ms. Bacalor to come and share just a little bit of an update about Rec and Ed this year. And trustees of particular note, and for our community as well, she's also sharing an update on our before and after care programs and on some other components of her community division, all things involved with community. Ms. Bacalor.
Well, good evening, trustees and Dr. Swift and community members who are checking in right now. I really appreciate that introduction. And you're right, it is always summer. I was over at Safety Town this morning, and if you just need a little spark of joy in your day, contact me. I'll get you over there. I just left smiling all day. So I'm here today, it's me, but the people who deserve the credit for everything I'm going to say are the about 30 permanent staff members at Rec and Ed and hundreds of seasonal staff and volunteers who all work together to deliver these programs. I'm happy to brag all day about this, but I'm going to try to keep it contained. So tonight, I'll be sharing with you our overall participation data, some highlights from this past year, and how we're looking ahead to the future. And all of the pictures I have in this presentation tonight are like fresh pictures. They're from this spring. So we have the Ann Arbor Civic Chorus, we have some cooking classes, and a family who attended our First Steps Kid Fest on this slide. So we'll start off with participation data. As Dr. Swift mentioned in her last statements, we did see an increase of about 3,000 participants, which of course makes us really happy. It means that we're meeting some needs there that are in the community and spreading the joy and the fun of life in the Ann Arbor community. These registrations include everything, our youth and adult programs, early childhood, all the way to senior adults. And we're very proud, and it represents a lot of hard work on this part of our staff. So before I dive into the highlights, I want to mention that, as you know, our motto is where community comes together. And as I talk about our programs, keep that in mind because that's what we're trying to do through everything at Rec and Ed. So some of our youth program highlights were the return of some of our popular youth team sports, in addition of new opportunities for team sports that were based on parent requests. So our popular high school volleyball and basketball came back, but we also had parents who requested a boys high school volleyball league. So we set that up, and that ran this winter. We like to be proactive and also just responsive. The other request that we got was for an all-gender soccer league. So we put that together, and we had enough interest to run young 5s through 3rd grade soccer leagues. We didn't have enough for 4th and 5th grade in the spring, but it could be that this builds. So we're just going to continue offering it and see if we're able to expand upward. We also had some great successes in our early childhood area. And this is the part of our programming that involves infants to 5-year-olds. This is the only area of Rec and Ed where we have a PTO. And our First Steps PTO has really focused on making sure everyone has access to preschool programming and infant through 5-year-old programming. So this year, through their family events such as Trichathon and Kid Fest, they raised $22,000 that is all for scholarships. And it really reflects both the hard work of this team of people and our community supporting the idea of early childhood programs for all. We also are offering some new classes such as Spanish and Japanese speaking story times, a really fun new class called Who Let the Dads Out, which is for father figures, it can be an uncle, anybody, with their infants to really build community for dads and their babies and having a nice time together. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about the before and after care highlights because this is such an important topic, and we continue to hear from families that this is a service they really need back, and we're trying really hard to bring more of it back. So as Dr. Swift mentioned, we have before and after care available at 7 schools through Rec and Ed run programs, and at 3 schools, the 3 listed in the right-hand column, through decades-long partners that we've had. I'm really pleased to share that we were able to open 2 new Rec and Ed before and after care programs in 2023, which is, it may not seem like a lot, but in the current environment of the child care labor market, we feel proud that we were able to do that. And of course, it's not enough, but I'm just mentioning it. Through that expansion of our programming, we actually were able to double the number of students enrolled in childcare as well. So it's probably coming through pretty hard right now, but we are really committed to opening more sites and really providing that access to quality before and after care. So we've tried lots of things over the past couple years, and one thing that has worked has been investing in Indeed. So if people go to Indeed, they will see our positions prominently. We have permanently increased wages. Most or all of our childcare workers actually live in other communities besides Ann Arbor. They're driving in. So we need to make sure that our wages are high, we have benefits, and that we are providing a great job. It is a good place to work. So we're also exploring solutions such as having co-located sites with transportation. And the way that we're able to, the systems we have in place now for opening new sites are really solid. We're able to do it pretty quickly because we have maintained our state licenses at all of our sites. We pre-survey parents to gauge the interest level, and then we are able to open registration and get the program started within weeks of hiring the staff. And we've kind of become a well-oiled machine for doing that. So one way that parents can help, that everybody in the community can help us with the meeting the childcare needs, are by spreading information about our jobs. We have expanded the number and type of jobs that we have. So we have part-time jobs, we have full-time jobs with benefits, and basically anything in between, so that we can really be appealing and offer a lot of opportunities for advancement. You can come in with a high school diploma and be an assistant, basically work your way up. And we also do a state educational grant that staff can take advantage of. So we have a very committed group of staff at Rec and Ed who are dedicated to recruiting and hiring and offering childcare. And we hope to just continue growing our programs back. Let's move on to the adults. This is a kind of traditional part of Rec and Ed, is that we have community education for adults, and we really want to be serving the staff at AAPS. So as you know, there is a free class offered to staff, and we were really pleased this year. We had over 400 teachers, parapros, office professionals, and others who took a class with us. And really, they can choose from such a huge variety. A lot of staff do choose to take yoga and fitness, which we're, of course, thrilled to do, but also taking our University Musical Society classes and our painting and creativity. We just want to be there for staff so they can enhance their well-being, have fun, learn something new, build community. We have a really creative new adult enrichment staff person, and she's added 20 new classes and formed some new partnerships. The African American Cultural Historical Museum of Washtenaw County is one of our new partners. In the spring, they led a sold-out tour, Black History Tour of Ann Arbor. There are 3 spots left, last time I checked, in the Black History Tour for the summer. So go to our website and sign up if you want to do that. We also have partnered internally with Chartwell's. Their family cooking classes have been really popular, and here's one picture showing that. I think people are, as we move away from the hard times of the pandemic, adults want to be around other adults, and we're also seeing that in our team sports numbers going up for adults. All right, so looking ahead, we're running all of these summer programs, but we're also taking time, like we do every summer, to plan and reflect and work on improvements for the next year. So a couple of things that we're looking at and planning for are more family engagement across all of our programs, the continuing improving and developing new classes. We have engaged the Weichert Center for Youth Program Quality to provide professional development and coaching to our staff, focusing first on our before and after care staff and summer camps, but really looking at how can our programs hit high quality measures. We are also looking internally at our own work culture and staff well-being and looking at ways that as a staff who is out doing lots of things, how can we build a better sense of community in our own office and when we don't see each other very much because people are off doing different things. And we're continuing to recruit and hire. I'll just say it again, even though I talked about it for a long time. We're still doing that. And I just wanted to share, this picture is our high school volunteers. Half of them, this is only half of them, they are working hard. If you go by one of our summer camp locations, you will see young people in their bright green shirts. This is a group that we recruit from for our high school aftercare assistants. I cannot speak in public without talking about what you can register right now for in Rec and Ed. And one of them is Fall Youth Soccer. And I thought it was kind of funny, the Science Olympiad person made it seem like either you do Science Olympiad or you do Rec and Ed Soccer. No, you can do both. My son did both. It was great. So anyways, we have Fall Youth Soccer registration is open right now. We have to always end registration at the end of July because we have about 4,000 kids who do it. And I don't know, are there 4,000 in Science Olympiad? Maybe. Anyways, so that's open right now, and we're letting everybody know. Registration is also open for fall before and after care. And right now, you want to take a summer class, you're remembering it's summer, your kid needs to take a camp, we still have some spaces available. The upcoming registration date is August 15th, just like put a little thing in your brain about that. That's when all of our fall classes and fall season activities open, early childhood, after school classes, adult enrichment, yoga fitness, etc. That's when it opens on AA Rec Ed Online. All right, so where do you find us? We actually have two websites right now. We're working through how effective this is, but one of them is really an online catalog for classes and camps, and that's AA Rec Ed Online. It's beautiful. The other one is AA Rec and Ed connected to the school district. It really talks about our organization. It has information about childcare and team sports. We're also on social media, and we're over there at Pioneer. We're open 5 days a week, and we have some walk-in hours as well. And we're always happy to speak with the community and help with whatever is needed. So in closing, I will say a huge thank you to AAPS families, to you, the Board of Education. Thank you for supporting us, to AAPS staff, and to Rec and Ed staff. I will just say a shout out for some people are watching right now. Hello. And I'm really filled with gratitude and thinking about this year in a great way. Thank you very much.